Secrets of Silver and Steam, Volume 1. The New Awakening. By Ricky Hayes. Excerpt from Chapter 3. The Unlight. Eller began trekking in the opposite direction from whence we had entered the cavern, severing more lurkers with his beams of light as he went. I quickly followed him, not because I was frightened, but because I desperately wanted to speak with him about the name or creature he kept mentioning as if everyone was supposed to know it. Eller waved my question off and told me to focus on staying close to him. Zenobia chimed in on my question, whispering to me in hushed-filled tones. She told me about a slender, upright humanoid abomination with a body of dense, hardened bone and cartilage. I did not find it surprising that Eller was the main contributor to the documents Zenobia had read, but I did find it peculiar Eller did not wish to tell me himself. Perhaps it was the same as with the Tide Maidens. Yet even Zenobia only gave me small details from what I believed to be thorough manuscripts of the creature. She delved deeper into its appearance as we followed Eller to a new route out of the cavern. Wendigo's skull is similar to a human, yet protrudes 6 prehensile serpent-like tentacles from the sides of its head, 3 on each side, and have small, snappy heads of their own that bear razor-sharp teeth and the ability to taste the scented air around them. Its face has nothing, no eyes, ears, or mouth. Yet it has eyes on the back of its elongated hands with only 2 elongated fingers and 1 opposable thumb. The eyes on its hands glow royal crimson, but Wendigo does not use them for seeing. Enough, Eller stepped in to cut off Zenobia's words. We do not need Agnia more frightened as she is right now. What is not clear in the manuscripts about Wendigo is whether Wendigo is real or is a spirit that embodies a vessel, Bartis chimed in, which only made Eller turn with a glare on his face. I said enough. He reprimanded the both of them. I shall not have the poor girl frightened more than she is. Keep your tongues from flapping. I am not as frightened as you suppose, I said. One of Eller's eyebrows lifted. Tell me, Agnia, Eller replied as we had now halted our quickened pace to a complete stop in a pitch sable tunnel. Do you want to be? I could not believe it when I felt my shoulders shrug and saw another grin on Eller's face that was not so peaceful. It was even slightly terrifying. Captain, Eller called him over without taking his eyes off me. Take the others on ahead. The horde is behind us now. Miss Agnia and I shall catch up shortly. I was not too fond of the sound of that. But I did not resist. Hardwin and the others continued onward. Zenobia insisted she remained behind with me as well. Eller's eyebrow raised again but complied with her request. We stood in the gloom, our lanterns dimmed. Eller laid one hand on Zenobia's back and the other on mine, gripping our clothing. His eyes began to glow gold like starlight, and the light from our lanterns brightened, no doubt by his magic, to illuminate the figures lurking toward us. Wendigo embodies the spirit of starving lusts, Eller uttered. When its eyes glow from the top of its hands, they pierce and weaken the spirit, destroying the will of any living thing to give in and believe the taste of flesh is all that matters. I am unsure what will happen when Wendigo draws near, but you will feel the hunger rise. You will want to run, but you will not. My lips quivered, and my body quaked. I do not know how, but I felt a presence that began stirring something in me. I could sense Zenobia was feeling it as well. The weight of Eller's hand on my back gripped me tighter. Then in the haze of the illuminated tunnel, a slender figure came into focus, standing approximately 96 units in height. Its body appeared pale and dullish. Its head indeed protruded 6 prehensile serpent-like tentacles from the sides. The creature had no eyes, ears, mouth, or face. I peered downward at its hands, showing only 3 long, bony phalanges. I saw the eyes open on the back of its hands, emitting a glow of royal crimson. Wendigo was surrounded by undead trailing him as if the monster were their champion. They continued to draw near to our lights. Again, I felt something clawing at me, as if from the inside. I could feel the heads on the tentacles tasting my scent. The air around the creature whispered its name, sharp like a dagger penetrating all my senses, making my eyes swell with tears. I was enveloped in uncontrollable sobbing and an overwhelming sensation to feed on the flesh beside me. I locked eyes with Zenobia, my mouth drooling and temperament escalating to savagery. Yet I was still terrified by Wendigo, swiftly now, racing toward us. The resounding of its name escalated louder, and feverish drips pulsed down my head. I blinked, and then Wendigo was gone. Zenobia and I fell, gasping for air, almost like something choked us violently. The cravings for flesh remained coursing through my veins. Yet Eller reassured us it would pass as he continued holding us apart. We must move quickly to the others, Eller said, helping both Zenobia and me to our feet. From now on, you shall know when Wendigo is drawing near. You have tasted him and lived. You will know when he is coming whenever you find yourself back here in the dark.